Ladies and gentlemen, it is officially a homecoming weekend here. We're a little bit over 48 hours away from the homecoming dance, a little bit over 24 hours away from the thrilling homecoming football game featuring your Tigers and the visiting St. Charles North Stars. And the lovely lady that I'm sitting next to here needs absolutely no introduction, but I will introduce her anyways as the face of the franchise, the head honcho, the official leader of Tiger Nation. She's been my day one. I feel like she's mostly responsible for bringing me to Wheaton-Warrenville South, and I've said it a million times, I'll say it a million times again. I would go to war with this woman. Mrs. Campos, how are you feeling? Your first career homecoming, and let me just say, on the record, you are crushing it as principal of Wheaton-Warrenville South, and I'm just honored to be working for you, alongside you, and it's awesome that I get to come and be with you every day here in Tiger Nation.
Well, it's easier for me because I have people like JD right here. They make me look good as a principal. So I'm super excited to be the principal, my first homecoming. I've told many people this is my dream job and I'm living my dream. And so I'm beyond excited for this first assembly coming up in a few hours here and really raising the roof in the orange and black gym.
Awesome, awesome. Yes, and I'd be remiss. I mentioned the dance, I mentioned the football game. I would be remiss if I didn't mention all the hard work that Stellwagen, Doyle, Marconi, all the other hands involved. Jen Pantano, who's actually behind the camera right here. Shout out, Jen. I'd be remiss if we didn't mention the homecoming assembly, which we're all on pins and needles waiting for. And I'll tell you what, the student body's pretty excited as they are getting short periods as well. And it's always a thrill. So without further ado, let's hop into a few questions here. So Mrs. Campos, your dream homecoming date would be?
Ooh, I'm gonna play it safe here because I am married. So I'm gonna go with Mr. Campos. He's an awesome guy. Well, we're gonna stick with him to because this could go live, and I don't, want to get in trouble.
Sure thing. Yeah, I would hate to cause a row under the Campos house, under the roof of the campuses. And I do concur. I can endorse that homecoming date. Mr. Campos is the man. Next up, your favorite mosh pit song, if you were in high school at homecoming.
I'm gonna date myself probably a little bit, but I'm gonna go with something a little more modern, just so you don't know how old I am. I'm gonna go with "I Got a Feeling," Black Eyed Peas. Yeah, I got a feeling.
Absolutely, absolutely.
I can't sing, but that's 10 nights a night. That gets everybody riled up.
I'll tell you what. When that song comes over the loudspeakers, I'm sure it will this Saturday. I'll be looking across the gymnasium. I'll make some eye contact with you, and we'll do like a high five of some sort. Awesome. So, what's the coolest homecoming theme that hasn't happened yet?
Ooh. Okay, I don't know why this came to mind. I just saw this on a screen the other day, but Trolls.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Trolls. It's not Pixar, right?
Yeah, it's like it might be a Pixar.
It's like one of those DreamWorks.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. So the Troll movie, or the other one is the all the moods and attitudes. What was that movie called?
Is it Inside Out?
Inside Out.
Inside
yeah,
Out.
I think we could do an Inside Out.
That's Pixar.
Too. So
awesome.
Something lots of color, right? Trolls are colorful. Inside Out. That'd be my choice. Actually.
That's pretty cool. We haven't heard that one yet. Very, very, very neat. Awesome. Favorite homecoming memory when you were in high school?
Oh, definitely our homecoming parade. I know we just got that going. Stell, he's a rock star. Worked with the city and getting that going. We had big productions in my high school. We're stuffing tissue paper, making floats, and I think we had some really good floats yesterday at the parade. They're stepping it up, and I think we could even go bigger. And so definitely the homecoming parade, riding on the cars, throwing candy. That was definitely a highlight of my high school homecoming.
Awesome. Yeah, I love what's going on here. I love seeing the townspeople come out. They really show out. A lot of love, family oriented. It's good stuff. Very, very Midwestern. Salt of the earth folk coming out supporting their school. All right. So last but not least, I don't want to put you on the spot, but who is your favorite Wheaton-Warrenville South sportscast host?
Ooh, I'm gonna have to do a tie. I mean, obviously you running it is always a rock star, but I think Owen and Tomas, I watched them the other day, they nail it. Like they are funny, they're engaging, and they know their stuff. So I have to say tie between those guys. They are awesome.
No doubt, they're both Renaissance men. They're both extremely well-rounded, versatile, driven, motivated, and they make my life a lot easier as the co-host, producer, whatever you want to call me. So yeah, those two guys, they've taken this sportscast to new heights. And hey, I don't think it's a coincidence that we're sort of new heights with you as the principal. So might be something to be said about that.
Awesome.
Awesome. Well, that is it for today. I hope you enjoyed the rest of the video. Mrs. Campbell is going to be leading us off here, and it's been no disappointment whatsoever. Thank you again for your
time. WWS Sportscast host Mas Moran here with Dr. Stellwagen to interview him about this upcoming or current homecoming week. So, Dr. Stellwagen, how's homecoming going?
Certainly.
Of course.
Great start. We're looking forward to, not a red light. Great start so far. We're looking forward to a couple more great days as we're rolling into homecoming assembly and then the dance on Saturday. We've got lots of stuff going on with parades, movie night, but lots of fun to start with and lots of good things to come.
And so, we can just, yeah. What is your favorite HOCO memory from high school?
I don't remember too much about that. I just kind of the memories of what we've done here, I think, are the stuff that stands out. All the assemblies and things like that are kind of a big part of it. So we hope that we're making memories for you guys as you guys go forward, and a lot of those things happen yet still this week to come.
And what would be your dream HOCO date?
I would go alone.
So yourself?
Yes.
Okay, all right, fair. And what's your favorite pump-up song?
Oh, that's hard to tell. Usually something along the lines of Beethoven, maybe Mozart. Just depends on the feel that night.
Okay. And what's your favorite homecoming tradition here at South?
I would have to say, like, the assemblies are such a huge thing. And that's been a long time, way before me. Tons of fun. Have everybody in the gym at one time, all the emotions, all the excitement. The homecoming story that's been kind of passed along for the generations too. That's a great thing that hopefully we'll keep going this year.
Okay. Dr. Stellwagen does put on a great assembly. And serious question here. Who would win in a mixed martial arts fight, Mr. Carlini or Mr. Scheffler?
Great question. It's been debated for the ages. I would say it'd have to be a draw.
Okay, all right, draw. Anything else you'd like to say about homecoming to Tiger Nation?
Just hoping everybody has a great week. We've had lots of fun, as I said. We want this to be a great week of the year, something everybody remembers. So get involved, come to stuff. Everything from the parade starts tomorrow. Movie night that follows right after that, and obviously we have the assembly on Thursday, the game on Saturday or Friday night, and then the dance on Saturday. So looking forward to it.
All right, awesome. Thank you very much.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are here with Mr. Miller, the director of Weed Memorial South Classics, and also the vocal music director here at Weed Memorial South. How are you feeling today?
I'm feeling good. I'm feeling really good. It's homecoming week, and everybody's in such a great mood, and they're being such incredible students.
Yeah. Anyways, Mr. Miller, over there.
We have an interview going on over here. We're trying to do our
Okay, shush. What is your favorite homecoming memory of your entire life?
Oh man, favorite homecoming memory of my entire life. You know, as a kid, homecoming wasn't really all that important to me. Although I will say that, like, my first ever rock band performance, I put together a band and my school let us play for the homecoming dance.
That's pretty awesome.
That was pretty awesome. So that was like when I was 16.
Okay, that's pretty cool. If you could have any musical artist perform at homecoming, who would it be and why?
What was that again?
Any musical artist in history, dead or alive, to perform at homecoming, who would it be?
Well, I mean, for me personally, I'd have to pick Prince.
It's a great choice. Minneapolis, yep.
Yeah, for sure. I'd have to pick Prince. But if I was thinking for the kids, who would I pick? I mean, it would have to be a double bill, I think. And I think the headliner would have to be Taylor Swift. And then the opening act would have to be some sort of hip hop guy that makes everybody go hype, like Travis Scott or something.
Okay, sorry for the noise in the background, by the way. 2 more. 3 more, actually. Coolest homecoming theme that hasn't happened yet.
Coolest homecoming thing that hasn't happened yet?
Like any theme ever that you wish would happen, but hasn't happened yet.
About like cruise ship. Like we're going on a cruise.
I like it. And who's your favorite Wheaton Warrenville South sportscast host?
My favorite Wheaton Warrenville South sportscast host has got to be Mr. Brennan.
Correct answer was Owen Miller, actually.
And I'm just kidding.
Last question. Classics is wondering. Hey, Classics, you might want to hear this real quick. Classics. We've been wondering what the theme is for this year. Could you let us know?
Yeah, sure. So the theme for this year is.
Mr. Brennan again here with the Wheaton Warrenville South Sportscast. Also dressed up as Fighting Illini Ken doll. I'm sitting here today with vintage Barbie, aka Mrs. Doyle, basically the godmother here of Wheaton Warrenville South. So thank you very much for your time, Mrs. Doyle. And also, I would be
Thanks for having me.
Yes, absolutely. And I would be remiss if I didn't put her on the spot a little bit and say, this is the woman that brought me to Wheaton Warrenville South, so I'm greatly indebted to her. Always will be for the rest of my life. So I just had to get that off my chest, even though I've said it 1,000 times. I'll continue to say it.
Yes, it's confirmed.
I'll say it 1,000 more times. All right, so Mrs. Doyle, thank you for your time. Favorite homecoming memory when you were in high school?
Would have to be dress shopping. That was my favorite. Just going with my friends and our moms and just going to pick out what we were going to wear.
That's amazing, and it all came to fruition because now you teach fashion here at Wheaton Warrenville South. And in fact, if our camera could get that, we're on Fashion Avenue down here in Mrs. Doyle's office. Wonderful response. All right, so dream homecoming date. Could be anyone, celebrity, anyone under the sun.
Tiffany Marconi. I don't know if you guys have heard of her or not, but that's definitely my dream homecoming date. She can really throw it down.
Absolutely, you guys spend countless hours together organizing this event. You're the architects of this, so wonderful, wonderful woman that she is. Dear friend of mine as well. What is your go-to mosh pit song?
I'm from the country, so I'm more of like a line dance girl, not so much more, I'm more corn and beans, not so much mosh pit. Sounds dangerous.
No doubt, yeah, Stillman Valley. That's very wholesome of you. I love that response. All right, who is your favorite Wheaton Warrenville South Sportscast co-host? Not to put you on the spot.
Mr. Brennan! He's the best!
Right on, the common denominator. I've been here for 4 years now, 4th season, up and running. All these other guys, they're one and dones. Who is the grumpiest coach at South?
Mr. Healy. No explanation needed. If you've ever noticed that, just the furrowing of the brow, by far the grumpiest coach, Coach Healy.
Very entertaining to watch him coach, and he puts the fear of God in me. But I love him. Love you, Mr. Healy.
Same.
Alongside an actual real-life Barbie doll, aka Mrs. Marconi. Mrs. Marconi, thank you so much for letting me steal some time from you here on this busy Tuesday morning. So, a few questions for you to celebrate homecoming week here at Wheaton Warrenville South. Who would be your dream homecoming date?
Obviously, Mrs. Doyle. She's my best friend, and we would just throw down on the dance floor all night long.
Absolutely, you are a dynamic duo. Also, a couple blonde bombshells. No doubt about that. All right, if you could pick any musical artist to perform at homecoming, who would that be?
DJ Tiesto, however, he is booked at Live Golf during our homecoming dance, so he is unable to come. But we will definitely try to throw down some Tiesto hits during the dance.
Yeah, it's probably tough to outbid the Saudis for.
Obviously.
Absolutely, right? They got some deep pockets.
Wheaton Warrenville South does not.
That's right, yeah, we're a community unit school district, right?
Yes, it is what it is.
All right, so go to mosh pit song.
Anything Tiesto. Traffic. Traffic is a good jam, good song for a lot of fun little footwork.
Wonderful, love it. Footwork is your specialty as well, being the dance coach here. All right, coolest homecoming theme that hasn't happened yet.
Well, it has finally happened. Candyland has been on the docket for years, and a lot of people just said no, 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 and here we are. We have another one up our sleeves, maybe in a couple years. Willy Wonka would be a fun one, so we went back and forth with Willy Wonka and Candyland, but loving the Candyland, loving the colors around Wheaton Warrenville South.
cool. Yeah, I gotta give you guys a lot of praise, a lot of love for that. Candyland, one of my favorite games because it's not too challenging. You don't have to like be really good at anything. You can just play anybody, all skill levels, all ages, all cognitive abilities. It's a good call. And also, I was a Willy Wonka kid growing up, so I love Gene Wilder. He's a legend. Definitely on my Mount Rushmore. All right. Last but certainly not least, grumpiest coach at South.
Well, depending on the day and the lack of feet being pointed and muscles being engaged, I could potentially be the grumpiest coach here at Wheaton Warrenville South. So, depends on the day, DT. Am I grumpy or am I happy? Point those feet. Use your back muscles. Whoop, whoop.
Listen to what she says. She's got a decorated resume. Used to dance for the Chicago Bulls. I mean, she's don't sleep on Mrs. Marconi. She's legit. She's fired. She's a contender. Well, thank you so much for your time.
Welcome.
I'll see you on Saturday. I'll be working the dance.
Can't wait. Go Tigers. Whoop, whoop.
Go Tigers, baby. Hello, Tiger Nation. Mr. Brennan here with the Wheaton Warrenville South Sportscast. Special little homecoming treat coming at you. A real wonderful homecoming treat in the form of one Mrs. Burdine. So, Mrs. Burdine, thank you for your time. Let's get this thing rolling. So, favorite homecoming tradition at South? You probably have a couple since you're an alumnus.
Has to be the homecoming assembly, specifically teacher dances.
Teacher dances, absolutely, absolutely. Good call, good call. Always fun to see somebody make a fool of themselves, right? All right, so again, hitting on this alumni aspect of your personality here. Favorite homecoming memory when you were here as a Tiger?
Sitting in biology class in 2004, and the Tiger homecoming story was specifically around Laguna Beach.
Laguna Beach, oh, good call. That's a little MTV throwback, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, good.
Maybe 2005.
Great call. Good year, 2005. All right, dream homecoming date. Could be a celebrity, anybody that you want under the sun. Dead or alive?
Justin Fields.
Well, Justin Fields needs some public relations right now. Let me be the first one to say that. All right, wonderful. If you could pick any musical artist to perform at homecoming, who would that be?
Taylor Swift.
T Swift. I know you've been a Swiftie through and through. All right, and then last but not least, coolest homecoming theme that hasn't happened yet.
Space.
Outer space, NASA. Good call. SpaceX, a little Elon Musk, maybe a little Star Wars or
No
something.
Elon. Just
No,
space.
all right, you got it. Outer space, no limits here, Tiger Nation. Well, thank you so much, Mrs. Burdine. Thank you so much. We're going to hear from a couple other personalities here quite soon.
We're here with Mr. Carlini, you know, the greatest dean in South history here.
Yeah, right, sure.
And the best sophomore football coach to ever exist.
Only one.
Yeah. How are you feeling today?
Feeling great. How you doing?
I'm great. I'm ready for this interview.
Yeah.
First question.
Yeah.
What is your favorite homecoming tradition here at South?
I would say the homecoming assembly. Every year it's a little different. We always have a special act that comes in, and I've seen some pretty crazy things over the years.
What is the craziest thing you've seen?
One year we had a Olympic archer in here, and she took a flaming arrow, and it was in the upper gym, and she shot a bullseye with her flaming arrow, and like it was like a falcon or some other mascot. So that was pretty cool.
Yeah, that is pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Other question. Who would win in a mixed martial arts fight, you or Mr. Scheffler?
I'm going to say Mr. Scheffler, because I would have bad knees, and he's way smarter than me, and he would probably kick me in my knees, and I would crumble like a house of cards.
There you go.
Like that.
If you were in a mosh pit at homecoming, what song would you want to have played?
I would say Injustice for All, Metallica.
It's a great song.
Yeah.
Great song.
Yeah.
And who is have you watched the sports podcast before? You know who the hosts are this year, yeah?
I'm going to say Owen Miller.
Yeah, that is the correct answer. The greatest
yeah.
sports podcast host this year is me.
I just want to say this Owen Miller character, he's a wonderful guy. He is an incredible at doing what if you ever want to see an incredible performer, go check out Owen Miller. Last year was a stud. Just a stud in the High School Musical.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you so
and
much.
very, very, very talented young man.
Thank you
Unfortunately,
very
he's got a Vikings jersey on.
Well, thank you so much, Mr. Carney. It was wonderful getting your time here today. So, any last words for homecoming?
No, just have a fun time. Be safe, guys. just have a good time, but be safe, make good choices. I always say end with good choices,
Yes.
don't I?
Yes, you do.
Yeah. So have a good homecoming.
Thank you so much.
All right, thanks, guys.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen of Tiger Nation, I have a very special treat for you. I'm sitting alongside Mr. Russell Hustle and Bustle, Man Muscle Tanzillo, aka Officer Tanzillo. His first year here at Wheaton Warrenville South, and I needed to make sure 100% that he was going to be featured in this special little homecoming project that we have. So, Mr. Tanzillo, thank you so much for letting me steal some time from you. I got some fun questions for you. I think you're in for a wild ride. All right, sir. So, your favorite homecoming memory when you were in high school?
Favorite homecoming memory when I was in high school, definitely helping out with adapted PE and doing our adapted PE dance in front of the whole school, and just guy that I was working with did the splits. It was amazing.
That's touching, very touching. Adaptive PE, always a great cause. I think it's so impressive seeing the kids that help out here around Tiger Nation doing that. So thank you very much for sharing that memory. All right, I'm very interested to see here, seeing as you're a police officer. So if you could pick any musical artist to perform at homecoming, who would that be?
You know, going back to my days of working in the radio business, I think the Killers would throw on a killing performance at a high school homecoming. And everyone, I feel like a lot of high schoolers know their music still to this day.
That's awesome. No, I'm terrible at music. Is that Mr. Brightside?
It is.
Nice.
It
Okay.
is. It is.
That's the only song I know of them, but absolutely a banger. And I'll be at the dance this Saturday. I take you will be as well.
I may or may not make appearance, so we'll see.
Okay, all right. So yeah, I'm positive Mr. Brightside will make an appearance. That
for
is
sure.
for sure. All right. Coolest homecoming theme at Wheaton Warrenville South that hasn't happened yet.
Have you guys done like a safari theme?
As far as I know, no.
Like, I feel like it just fits with it being Tiger and Tiger Nation. Like, let's do a safari theme.
Dude, absolutely. Serengeti, safari,
Yeah.
that'd be gangster, man.
Yeah.
Get some hyenas, get some wildlife,
Yeah.
megafauna.
Yeah.
Count me in.
Could rent a giraffe and have a giraffe here.
Dude, let's have a petting zoo.
Yeah.
Dude, let's go all out, baby. All right. Who is the grumpiest coach at Wheaton Warrenville South?
Oh, man. That might be Coach Carlini.
Oh, that's great. We haven't heard Carlini yet, as far as I know, at least in my interviews.
Yeah.
And yeah, absolute curmudgeon.
Yeah.
Great call.
Yeah.
All right, speaking of Carlini, you brought him up. Who would win in a mixed martial arts fight, Carlini or Scheffler, and why?
I think I'm going to have to go Carlini again because he's already the most grumpy coach. So I think he's going to take that anger and just dominate in an MMA match. I think his height will give him an advantage too. He can go underneath the legs and get underneath and be gone within seconds.
Yeah, absolutely. Leverage, not to mention, he probably will fight dirty. That is almost a guarantee I can make. All right, so that's it from Tiger Nation here with Officer Tanzil. Thank you so much for your time, and hopefully I see you Saturday night. I'll look at you from across the gymnasium when the Killers comes on,
Yeah.
Mr. Brightside.
I'll be there.
All right.
I'll be there.
Awesome. Thank you, everybody. Take care. All right. The lady sitting next to me also needs no introduction, but I will introduce her anyways because she's got a strong name, strong tradition. She comes from strong blood, just a big personality. One of my best friends here in Tiger Nation, Mrs. Maura Williams. Welcome to the Wheaton Warrenville South Sportscast Homecoming Special. Let's get into things. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, good. Thank you so much for letting me bother you here today.
Yeah.
Let's get into our interview here for all the fans. They're waiting on pins and needles to hear from you. I told everybody, I teased it. Everybody, the demand is there. They wanted to hear from Maura Williams. So here we go.
Okay.
All right. So who is your dream homecoming date?
So I'm torn between two.
Hey, you could bring two.
Okay.
You're in high demand.
Can
so
I?
yeah.
All right. Then I will bring The Rock and Dennis Rodman.
Great call on Dennis Rodman. Probably the best rebounder in NBA history.
For sure.
Also my favorite basketball player in NBA history.
Yep, mine too.
Hall of Famer. He's just the coolest, best guy ever. And he's got a movie coming out about his escapades in Las Vegas. Next
Check
question.
it out.
Yeah, check it out. Next question. If you could pick any musical artist to perform at homecoming, who would that be?
Eminem. Hands down. Eminem.
Prime, Eminem, Marshall Mathers.
Love him.
Awesome. Nobody
Yep.
better. Nobody
Right.
better. Maybe a little like guest spot from Dr. Dre. they would blow the
Sure.
roof off this place with Dre and Eminem.
Sure, add some Snoop in there.
Snoop,
Come on.
D-O-double-G, baby.
Yeah.
All right, wonderful, wonderful. Next up, who is your favorite Wheaton Warrenville South Sportscast co-host?
That's a tough one.
It's not that tough.
I know, I'm just kidding. It's you, buddy.
Right on.
Of
right,
course.
Great answer. I know Tomas and Owen, they're gunning for my position, but they're
It's not
outmanned.
happening.
They're outmanned. They're gonna be outwilled. They're gonna be out-toughed.
Okay.
I got the age. I got the wisdom. I got
Yeah.
the resume. They're just young bucks that they're a little delusional, but hey, I'm working with them. They're good kids. I wish them the best. Grumpiest coach at Wheaton Warrenville South.
Mike Healy.
Well, yeah, that's kind of a no-brainer.
Yeah.
Sorry.
But he's really fun to watch. So he's grumpy, but he's really funny to watch.
And he's a sweetheart. Like, you ever seen him with a little kid, look like a baby?
No.
He's a teddy bear.
Is he?
I don't know if he wants that to get out, but he's a teddy bear.
Okay.
I've seen his soft side before.
All right, I'll have to see it.
Last but not least, you're an expert in this domain, so I want to ask you, who would win in a mixed martial arts fight, Carlini or Scheffler, and why?
Scheffler. Carlini's got a bum knee. And I think Scheffler's faster.
Yeah, the quick twitch, the reflexes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Carlini's over the hill a little bit. Let's just be honest.
Let's be honest.
I think he'd even say the same.
I think he would probably just sit and just get water and
Yeah, great guy, great dean, but past his prime, it's Scheffler's time.
it's Scheffler's time for sure.
Ladies and gentlemen, I promised you a treat. We delivered a treat. Mrs. Williams, thank you so much for your time.
You're
and
welcome.
Maybe we'll see you Saturday night at the dance.
I'll be there.
Awesome, I'll be there as well.
Okay.
Everybody, Tiger Nation, behave, be smart. We love y'all.
Mic drop.
Tomas Moran here with the WWS Sportscast. Team captains Brooks Becker, Eric Crisostomo, and Edgar Guzman. Guys, how are you feeling about this homecoming parade?
Excited, really excited for this.
Woo! How's the season going, Eric?
Oh, it's going great, man.
You know, last night's game a little unfortunate, but it's okay. Brooks, who is the best candidate in the honor category?
I think I'm gonna go Tomas. I mean, he's just honorable, and he's just that guy. He's him.
Thank you very much. All of the honor candidates for the homecoming court. So, Maddie Poole, Addie Warbeck, and Jana Kim. Who do you believe, and this is for each of you, who do you believe is the best candidate in the honor category?
Oh, I don't know. I don't know. That's hard. As an honorable act, I think all of us are 1,000% like amazing candidates.
Yeah. I think best pillar.
Tomas.
Thank you, I appreciate that. You know, as an honorable person myself, I would say that everybody is worthy and deserving, but nobody is more worthy and deserving than me. Thank you very much. Keen Story, Vuk Mandich, and Gunnar Sampson, all football players and all on the homecoming court. So first of all, Gunnar, how was last Friday's game?
It was awesome. It was great to get out there, get a shutout against Glenbard North. I think we really, we stuck it to them, and it was good to show the conference what we're about.
And Vuk, how do you feel about this Friday's game against St. Charles North?
I think we're gonna whoop them. We got this game. We got them.
And Caden, how do you feel about being on homecoming court this year?
Absolutely fantastic. I did not expect it at all, even the slightest. I mean, about Caden's story, all I can say.
All right, thank you very much.
We are here with another person in the Integrity Hallway, running for Integrity, Leah Medanich. How are you feeling about the running coming up?
I'm excited. I think that it's going to be close. Hopefully I win.
Cool. So Integrity shows a lot of poise in a person. Shows who is like a true Tiger, who is super selfless. Who's the most selfless student here?
If we won the South, I think Kaylin Cahill, but she's for another hallway.
I think the correct answer there is Owen Miller. That's why he's up for Integrity. Another quick question is, who do you think is going to win this year for Integrity?
I think I'm going to win.
Owen Miller's a great answer. I love that answer so much. Thank you for your time today, Leah. Any last words? Go no. Owen Miller.
Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're here with the one and only Vuk Mandich, running this year for Integrity. Who's the best candidate in the Integrity hallway? The correct answer was Owen Miller. Okay. Me and Vuk are running against each other this year, and although the voting is closed, we know who the clear choice is for Integrity. Who's the clear choice for Integrity? Owen Miller is the clear choice for Integrity. And when it comes to integrity, you know, you have to show a great amount of poise here at Weed Memorial South, and just be the top guy. Like, be selfless. Who's the most selfless student here at Weed Memorial South? Owen Miller. Great answer. Great answer. That's all we have for Vuk Mandich today. The man I'm running against here this year in integrity. Thank you for listening. Here with my competition for integrity, Ella Gosait. How are you feeling about the results coming out tomorrow?
I'm actually feeling fantastic, Owen Miller. How are you feeling?
Like a winner, obviously.
Oh, I didn't know that winner was a feeling.
Well,
apparently it is.
It is if you're me,
Ooh.
obviously. Who do you think is the best candidate for integrity this year?
See, it's not really stiff competition, you know, these days.
Oh.
So I'm feeling pretty good.
Yeah, because Owen Miller obviously has the edge. That's why there's no stiff competition.
Oh wait, you're running for integrity?
I'm
I
the guy
didn't know
running
that.
for integrity. Like,
Okay. But good luck.
Oh yeah.